It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. He comes into this one 5th in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Lions and the Vikings, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaughan alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Vikings coming into play, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week, way too many interceptions, didn't throw a touchdown pass, team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Right to the air, here is Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. First carry for DeAndre Swift. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Lions.
Here's Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that will be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal. Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Chris Manhertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lot. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, get a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, and see if they can start to produce.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Cousins now from the 50. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Cousins to throw it. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the red zone now, Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Cousins again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run with Cook. Now they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 9-6. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 75 yards. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Badgley on for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Pass midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll take it at the 42. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 1st down, here's Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this?
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Goff now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him as it is. It'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. And quickly, they get to the line. From the 41, Cousins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the third quarter. Joseph now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Goff throwing again. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They run again on first down. Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side. They're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status,
trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Cook again. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get it behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Play fake. Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, you understand what they were thinking there, obviously. They're down big, just looking for anything to grasp onto. But what happens is they throw the pick 6. The lead gets even bigger, and that kind of feels like the exclamation mark on a very impressive victory here.
And that's where you can see things really start to snowball, right? A lot of mistakes being made. They're down big. Now they're trying to get back into it. That gives those defenders more opportunities to take advantage of even more errant throws and extend this big lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Detroit, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.